Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, let's talk some boxing. So I want to talk to you about some, I stress some, of the best pound for pound boxers of all time. Now at the end of this video, if you see somebody that you didn't see who you thought was one of the best pound for pound boxers of all time, leave your comments in the comment section below. So let's move. Number one was the great Sugar Ray Robinson. He was considered the best pound for pound boxer of all time by anybody who pretty much knows boxing and is a boxer. Most people look to Sugar Ray Robinson as the most complete pound for pound boxer of all time. In fact, the name pound for pound boxer came as a result of Sugar Ray Robinson's entertaining fights and just his skill in boxing. At the time, the attention used to be paid to the heavyweights, but Sugar Ray Robinson was so good that they had to find some sort of title for him to explain how good he was. And basically, pound for pound means, you know, if you match up anyone at about the same weight as Sugar Ray Robinson is, he'll beat him. That's basically what pound for pound means. Harry Armstrong was known as the Big Little Man. He was known as one of the greatest to do it because Harry Armstrong started off at a very low weight class and moved his way all the way up to middleweight and competed for titles and won them. Now back in the day, there were no subdivisions of weight classes. For instance, weight classes are featherweight, lightweight, welterweight, but the subdivisions would be junior featherweight, super featherweight, or junior lightweight, super lightweight, or junior welterweight, to give you examples. Well, there were no such things as those subdivisions. So Henry Armstrong, he moved up from lightweight, which would be 135 pounds, and he fought at welterweight, which is 147 pounds, and at middleweight, which is 160 pounds, which is an amazing thing that now only guys like Roberto Duran, Manny Pacquiao, and Oscar De La Hoya follow suit after such a long time. Henry Armstrong was able to beat much taller, bigger, stronger opponents, and this guy did it through pressure fighter style. He could maul, he could beat you down, he could box, he could duck and weave, and he could pressure fight you. This guy was amazing, and he had an amazing career in which he ended up in Hollywood. He did films and all kinds of things. You can check out more about Henry Armstrong, but he is definitely one of those best pound for pound boxers of all time. Of course, if you guys don't know about Willie Pep, I mean the whole world knows about Willie Pep to some degree, but the boxing world reveres him for his great defense and footwork. And Willie Pep could stand in the pocket right in front of you and you just could not hit him. There was a sort of myth that went around about Willie Pep that he went a whole entire round without throwing a punch and still won the round because the opponent just couldn't hit him. Joe Louis. Well, to be honest with you, Joe Louis for me is not really one I would have put in the best pound for pound boxers of all time, except for one reason that I guess he's mentioned here. Not only was he a dominant heavyweight and he was beating up everybody, even though some of them were just bums, but he was able to change the course of how a war was going when he beat Max Schmeling in the rematch after Max Schmeling beat him. And that basically kind of changed the momentum of the war, the World War II to be precise. His beating of Max Schmeling kind of also broke down the myth that the white man was better at everything and the Aryan class was better at everything than any other race in the world. Harry Kreb. I don't know exactly who Harry Kreb is, so I got some homework to do, and in the next video I will tell you more about Harry Kreb and why they mention him as one of the best pound for pound boxers of all time. Muhammad Ali.